Shalom, friends. Welcome back to Biselleh Torah. Mishpatim is the name of the Sidra this week, and it is replete. It is so filled with minute laws that govern human behavior from A to Z. And where this comes is in the immediate aftermath of last week's Torah reading, which contained the Aseret Dibrot, the 10 Commandments. And in the 10 Commandments, we had such basic rules as don't murder, and don't commit adultery, don't lie, don't steal, I'm the Lord your God. These are the basic underpinnings of human society. They're not particularly Jewish in character. They're universal in character. Without these basic guideposts for human living, people would eat each other and themselves up alive. We need these. But this week's Torah portion is significantly different. While it contains many laws, there's a different character that's contained in them. One imagines Moses coming down from the mountain with these tablets in his hand that were inscribed by the finger of God and sharing them with the people. And the people so impressed with the fact that they've been privy to not only receive the commandments, but receive them by the arms of Moses, but by the hand of God. God cares about us. In this week's Torah reading, Ve'ela Mishpatim, it's a different sense. And these are the laws. That's how that's translated, Ve'ela Mishpatim. These are the laws. Unlike last week, where we had this midrash of God suspending a mountain over the heads of the Jewish people, this is not obligatory. God says, I want to share something special and holy with you. I want to share something which is unique and powerful, something that I want to give you, and I even more so want you to accept volitionally, because it's good for you. I imagine a scenario of a parent sitting down with their child at dinner time and loading up their plate with asparagus and broccoli and saying, you should eat, this is good for you. And the child whines and complains, I don't want this. I want something that's tasty. I want something that appeals to me. I don't want this. And the parent has two choices at that point. Choice number one is to say, this contains so many vitamins. You want to grow up strong and healthy. And the other way is for the parent to say, you're going to go straight to your room. If you don't eat this stuff, you're not getting any more food until breakfast tomorrow morning. Two different ways of trying to achieve the same end. In our Sidra, God says, Ve'ela Mishpatim, I'm putting the asparagus and the broccoli in front of you, and I'd like you to take it. I'd like you to take it because I want you to know it's good for you. I want you to know it's going to make you a solid human being. I'd like you to know also that it's going to solidify your relationship with yourself, with others, and with God. It's going to make you a better human being, even with people whom you do not know, or people with whom you have great regrets. You're harboring still anger. These are things that are balm to your pain and avoid needless suffering in the future. In fact, Tanchuma, which is a midrash containing information on this particular sidra, says this was an act of love. God giving this particular sidra, these mishpatim, was an act of absolute love, wanting to make you and I better human beings, better people. There are so many problems that can be solved if we only take upon ourselves volitionally the goodness and the rights and the privileges of being human, but at the same time, as equally important, if not more important, probably the latter, the responsibilities for ourselves and for others. This is good for you. Ve'ela Mishpatim is the opportunity that God says, I'm not forcing you. I'm not jamming it down your throat. I'm not going to distance myself from you and tell you that I'm not your God and you're not my people. But this is good. Open your hearts, open your minds to the possibility that it's not just what you think is the right thing to do, which primarily devolves upon egotistical decisions that we make that are in our best interest, but rather this is in the interest of our soul, the interest of the soul of the earth as well, every human being. Ve'ela Mishpatim, the ultimate act of love, is not forcing, but saying, these rules are going to make you better human beings, give you a better life. Please, God says, I beg of you, take them.